Okay, so some of you may not know, and some of you may know very well that I've been making a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 for quite a while now. The Bread League mod, based off of the Dread League in Equestria at War. Bread, yeah. But it was kind of a meme, and then I was planning on making a simple mod, a very simple mod, that just changed the name of the country. Yeah, but that mod is not very simple anymore. Yeah, I've been working on this for quite a while. This mod was originally meant to be my 2,500 subscriber special, but yeah, that didn't happen. That's not even close. Partially because the channel grew faster than I expected, but also I just made this mod a lot more complicated than I thought I would originally make it. And of course, as I've mentioned, kind of alluded to, it is a sub-mod for Equestria War, which I believe is one of the best mods in Hearts of Iron 4 for stories and stuff to take place in, because most mods and vanilla focus on one major war, whereas this mod focuses on a lot of smaller wars, which I think makes it more interesting, and it's a good concept for what I wanted to do with the Bread League mod, which I'll get into shortly. But yes, this is the capital of the Bread League, Breadhold, as opposed to Magehold, which is the capital of the Dread League, and the Cake Union and the Pastry Empire. So it's not like it's just adding one country, it's adding three countries for the price of one, kind of, and maybe a few more that pop up every here and there. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, but here's kind of a basic overview of the focus tree. Some stuff hasn't really been completed entirely, like some of the names for this stuff, but I promise I'm getting there eventually. I'll make the names. Also, this path is missing a lot of icons, and also it may look kind of small. Like, looking at it, you may say, wow, this isn't that much focuses, that's like 50 focuses, and there's only a navy tree. Why isn't there an industry tree? There are a lot of focuses that are hidden, like these 4 ending points, this one, this one, this one, and this one, all lead to other hidden focus trees that may not be hidden in the initial release because of some bugs, but it's complicated, okay? But there's a lot of hidden focuses. There's probably about double this tree hidden, maybe even more actually. But this is kind of just like the basic stuff. I don't really know why I hid it. It's not like it's really secret, especially some of these, I don't know. But the premise of the political branch of the mod, at least, is that it's broken into 4 sections. Bread for the Bread God, which is a more story-based mod that I don't think you'd really have to be a fan of my channel to understand. I won't spoil anything, but it's pretty interesting. There's also the Cornbread Rises, which the Cornbreads are like the communists, the Cornbread Commune, and the Bagel Coup. They're very similar and they share a lot of focuses, but then later on they split into different trees. Initially in the earlier versions of the mod, the trees won't have like that much going on for them, for those two. Like, I don't know, I just don't care about those paths as much. The bagel one is kind of cool. Like, there's like a marriage and a party with the emperor thing, and then it's hard to explain, okay? I guess I could just show it by, you know, revealing the hidden focus whatever, we can do that later. The democracy is the most interesting path, though. You can either choose between a democracy or a democracy. So there's kind of 4 options here, even though it only looks like 2, because you can instate the democracy and then have the purge. You can reinstate the democracy and then have the coup. You can reinstate a real democracy and have the purge, or a real democracy and then the coup. So there's kind of 4 options, and depending on what you do there, different options will open up for some more interesting paths. I won't really spoil anything, but that's kind of a mechanic in the mod that's I think would be interesting. Like, I don't know. I really don't know why I did it like that. I think I was just making stuff and it ended up that way. But yeah, everything on here is intended to be like, this is all early game stuff. Like, this is before you affect any other country besides the Bread League. Like, this is mostly internal politics, and more internal politics even in some of the hidden stuff. I know, lots of internal politics, but it's a mod about bread, come on. We have to explore the intricacies of the lore and the world. Also, a navy focus tree. There's no army focus tree or industry focus tree, or like anything except a navy one. This is like the only non-political focus tree that exists right now. There's gonna be some other stuff in the future, like there's gonna be a industry focus tree based off of bread plantations. Yeah. The Navy focus tree is actually going to be kind of important in a weird way. Yeah, it's not just a regular Navy focus tree. You have this one focus, Rule Britannia, and from there some interesting paths may sprout. Because, you know, I don't like making any normal focus trees, I only make political focus trees that have overly complicated mechanics to how they work. Yeah, and I swear, I promise I'll add custom icons to everything. I'm busy. Every focus in this tree was just this icon, and I've just been slowly updating them so that they're not all the same anymore. Also, I promise, there's not that many anime characters in the mod. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, we have Breadhold, the capital, of course. The Bread and Marsh. The Bread Bank, you know, welcome to the Bread Bank. You know, there was that meme. But it's the Bread League, so there's not that many bread memes, guys. There aren't very many bread memes, so, you know, we're kind of desperate here. We'll take anything we can get. And don't question this, the Pastry Empire was really cool until I got to the National Spirits. Just don't question it. That's probably for the best. I don't know what I was thinking. I promise I'll fix it in a future update, or maybe before it's a release. I don't know. But I guess kind of the lore of this mod was like, I tried to incorporate the Dread League kind of into it, is that like a bread league was established, it was taken over by undead, and then the undead were defeated, and then this is the second league. That's kind of the basic summary of it. A lot of it goes into spoilers for the bread god path, so I don't want to like get into any of the specifics, because that's kind of what this path is. A lot is the lore, some of the things with it, you know? There's some pretty cool mechanics with it that I think will become either really stressful, really complicated, really cool. It's really hard to tell. I'll just have to get feedback on it from beta testers and eventually people that are just playing the mod to see how it turns out. I'm really just happy with how it is, though. I think it could be quite the meme, maybe. This is kind of just, you know, the basic, you know, elite communist civil war. If you choose cornbread or bagel, you'll always get the civil war, because kind of the early game events are based around the bagels, which are the non-aligned, and the cornbreads, which are the communists, kind of building up support. But then, if you decide to try to get one of them to grab all that power, you get a nice little civil war. Yeah. There are more paths that don't have civil wars, but if you go any path, there's ways you can get civil wars if you really are into that. I haven't really decided for sure, like starting factory counts, starting manpower, stuff like that. I kind of need to just balance it. This mod also incorporates not only memes and stuff from my channel, but also a lot of memes from my Discord and people on my Discord like a few months ago. So a lot of new people to the channel didn't even get this opportunity, unfortunately, so I'll definitely open it back up for people who are new to the channel, but I let people sign up to become generals, so you know, we have a giant stockpile of generals that you can choose from the server. Field marshals aren't even in the mod anymore, apparently. In a civil war, like a general split between the two sides, is that a mechanic in HOI4? Oh yeah, they are! Wait, I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. But yeah, right now I believe there's 147 total focuses in the mod. I'm probably gonna add 100 more, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna take me another like 2 months, because I've been working on this mod technically since the start of May, but I only really started it, I would say late May, and then I didn't do anything in July, mostly because of work. Yeah, the goal is to probably have around 250 for the first version to be released, most of that in the Bread for the Bread God focus tree. The main issue right now that's hindering development is mainly just balancing and getting it all to work and still be a challenge but not be impossible, because I figured out making this mod that I really like to make things almost impossible. There's also going to be a lot of events for other countries in the mod too. It's not like it's just taking up some real estate in the EAW mod but doesn't affect anything. There's a lot of events with Scandinavia, Grenicliffe, Empire taking over events too, which is, some of them are kind of questionable, I guess, but we don't need to get into that. And some other stuff planned for the future and other paths. I just don't want to make it more complicated than I'm already trying to make it. But yeah, also I consider this kind of a community project too. Like, I've included a lot of people from the community in this project, and I know a lot of people who like my videos aren't in the Discord too, so now's your opportunity in the comments to yell at me stuff you want to be in this mod. I'd love to include any really good ideas you guys have, like, I don't know, but I really don't want to change too much of the normal EAW stuff just because I feel like if I start going into the rabbit hole, it's never gonna end because so many countries have focuses that have to do with other countries, so if I change other countries, yeah, I have to change their focuses so they make sense. Also, I think it's fair. I play a lot of mods. I should make a mod too, you know? I should at least know what it's like so I can have some sympathy for people who make mods, and so when people make crazy stuff, then I can have a reaction to the crazy amount of time they put into it. But yeah, I'm working on it. It'll be out, like, I don't know, eventually, hopefully. Like, it's not being released. Disclaimer, this isn't like a video about it being released. It still has some work that needs to be done, but I feel like the least I can do is do a video on it, kind of. But anyway, I guess I'll see you guys next time.